Happy Tuesday, everybody. We are continuing our discussion today about special considerations if you're training older women. By that, we mean women that are sort of perimenopause and beyond. And to be honest, these tips are probably important for women of all ages, but become of utmost importance once they hit peri to postmenopause. So today's tip is with our older women, we need to be guiding towards a higher fiber intake. Now, fiber is just it's intricately involved in the regulation of estrogen, so shaving it off when we've got too much, because one of our best ways of getting rid of excess estrogen is through our feces. But it can help protect against things like breast cancer for this reason. But more is not necessarily better. So it's really important you don't go sending your clients off right now to buy tons of fiber supplements, because enough is protective and too much might be, depending on the circumstances, could be less than optimal. I wouldn't say it was harmful, but it can interfere with your hormone. Will improve your blood pressure, heart disease, cholesterol levels, bone fracture risk, diabetes risk, etc., etc. And then again, let's reiterate, too much fiber, more fiber is not better, okay? Because it can lower your estrogen levels. And someone who's going through menopause or has finished menopause, we don't want to be lowering your estrogen any further. So getting enough is the goal. Variety is key. The colors of different types of veggies, legumes, fruits, and grains. Think of them as feeding material for the bacteria in your gut, okay? It is literally like when you feed yourself, you feed your microbiome, okay? You're a team. And the more variety you get from whole foods, the more you encourage those beneficial bacteria, and the more you'll discourage the ones that, that lead to blood sugar spikes and mental health crashes and that sort of thing. And everything's a spectrum. None of these things I'm saying today are absolutes. It's all about reducing risk and increasing risk, and wherever you're doing something that reduces risk, those things will also slow the onset of those diseases. And in some cases, such as breast cancer, it can improve survivorship. So getting enough fiber is key. Too much is not ideal. So enough fiber is also associated with better bowel health, including a reduced risk of many chronic diseases, including Crohn's, and specific cancers like pancreatic cancer. So with menopause being such a massive health event, and when so many diseases, risk of diseases are increased by the act of menopause, we don't have control over menopause, but we do have control over our eating behaviors. And it makes a lot of sense to move towards behaviors that reduce our risk of these issues, rather than contributing to risk which is already increased due to peri and postmenopause. So in summary, guiding towards, okay? Personal trainers do not write meal plans. It's out of your scope. But you can guide towards whole food choices. 5 serves of vegetables, which is 5 cups. It's a lot of vegetables. 2 serves of fruit, and I measure that in pieces. If it's something like berries, I measure it in cups. And 4 serves of whole grains, including legumes, per day should be enough. And then if she hasn't been eating fiber or a lot of fiber to date, if she's having to start this journey now, then you want to increase gradually, okay? You've got to give her microbiome time to catch up and adjust and change, and that's not going to happen easily if you just hammer her with fiber straight away. So if you've got a client that's eating a very processed diet, then just starting with one thing, switching your white bread for whole grain bread, switching your cereal for oats, etc., and working through that over time. You might make one change a month to allow them to really settle into them. That will have a more profound health effect, and they'll make the transition into eating more fiber more comfortably, because their guts will have had a chance to catch up and readjust. So that's my tip for this week. I got one more for you next week, and then we're going to move on to a new topic. And any questions, feel free to direct message me. If I don't know the answer, which a lot of the time I don't, I'll research it and then I will send it to you. Talk to you later.